We have Alexander Krug, from co-founder and CEO of Softgames. He's a serial entrepreneur. How many companies have you founded? A lot. And he's building this HTML5 platform that already has over 200 games. So help me welcome Alexander. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Pepe, for the short introduction, actually. So yeah, we'll take the next couple of minutes to explain. Okay, hey, what does it mean to make a successful game actually today, which is way more than just having a great game actually. So yeah, like a short introduction we're already done. So I skipped the serial entrepreneur stuff. I'm more than 10 years now in this very exciting industry, and I'm very happy that I can still be here and still help to grow the industry with nice, cool ideas actually. And yeah, since more or less the very first beginning when HTML5 popped up, I'm a very big believer and a very big supporter of HTML5. So it makes sense that actually, oops, sorry, there was one missing. That, for example, Softgames is all about doing HTML5 games and monetizing them and distributing them, all this stuff. So what we do actually is like we purchase a lot of HTML5 games, and around this content we build different solutions for Flash gaming portals and help developers to actually monetize the content in a very good, nice way. But okay, let's go to the topic actually. So at first, I think it makes sense to just to clarify, okay, hey, what actually means a great game? There are different meanings about this, and I tried to find actually some points where I guess are pretty important to make from just a good game to a great game actually. So the first, beside the gameplay, which is the most important, but I skipped it here. For sure the graphics. And when I say the graphics, I have to say like there are two ways of graphics. Yeah? There are the high-end graphics, if you see for big publishers from like Glue or Gameloft or whoever is supporting. And there are also some other part which are the retro style graphics. And I just have to say, like, have a look to the left screenshot and you understand what I mean with retro graphics. These are graphics which reminds you to the good old times when I was playing Super Mario, for example. So this is what I mean with good or high quality or retro graphics. So you don't, if you say, okay, hey, I don't have the time and don't have the money to invest in high-end Supercells or Glue, whatever style graphics, just do it the easy way. Just say, okay, hey, I'm a fan of old retro game. Just pick this theme up and try to make a successful game with this actually. And you see with Flappy Bird it works actually. And there are other examples as well. Doodle Jump was one, Tiny Wings was one, which are all going into the retro area in this way. Then what's next? If you have like you have a cool idea with a great gameplay actually, you made like really cool graphics, and now it's all about to get the people into your game. So it doesn't make sense that you have like a really cool idea which is so fancy that nobody understands what you're doing. So it's pretty important actually that people have a chance to get as easy as possible into the game. And a very short tutorial is always key to do this. I mean, like, this is something which probably a lot of people know, but a lot of people just sometimes do it wrong. They force the player to do like 20 steps, and he's just bored before he's getting really into the games actually. So some easy stuff, like 3 to 4 steps with just some graphics probably, explaining what the developer has to do actually, what is the goal of the game. This just helps to keep player actually engaged or get them really into the game, which is like more or less success, the first success for you actually. And the easiest way how you can more or less try it out, if this tutorial is the right tutorial for the game, is just to give to friends, family, who never played the game before. And if you see, okay, hey, they're into it, they can play it, then hey, you're done. If not, you should go back. The next thing which is important, actually also to create the buzz afterwards, which is like virality. is like just include like social stuff, but don't just include it because you have to include it because I say it or somebody else told you. The thing is, try to make it happen for the players that they can actually share their progress or share their success or share their experience with the game when they really want to share it. So don't just put somewhere, okay, hey, you get 5 coins and you just share it on Facebook. This will not actually really help to create a buzz. You should put like a social, like Twitter or whatever button when they get into a new level or when they get a new high score or when something which you think is the right situation for them to share with their friends actually. And then you will, create a buzz like Flappy Bird did actually. So, like everything is done. You have good idea, good graphics, all the stuff, the social things are done. Next thing, you heard it also in the presentation before, is just test it. Test it on as many devices as possible because this is more or less really the most crucial point. Because it could be like the most worst experience for a player. He understands what is going on, and when he's clicking on the share button, then the game is crashing. So he will be like, what the hell is going on? And I just wanted to tell my friends that this game is really, really cool, and then it's crashing. Or, I don't know, some other situations that are going on there. So we will never, ever, get some kind of really cool, successful game out there when the game is not working at all. How to do this? Again, it's important to test it on as many real devices as possible. Don't just trust the emulators. Try to make the investment actually to get these devices in your office because at the end of the day, it's better you test it, you find the bug, instead your players will find the bug. So don't use your players to do beta testing if you really release it as a big release actually, because this can have a bad ending at the end of the day. And then when it's live, for sure, localization. I mean, like these points you might know as well, but localization is not just identifying my target market is US. Okay, it's pretty easy. If you don't talk or like you cannot speak pretty well English, then hey, ask somebody from the French side. If you want to go to countries like Japan or Chinese, take care that you really select a very professional, gaming-orientated translation company. Because we made let's say like the failure a while ago when we were localizing our native games back then for the Japanese market. So we found an agency. They said, okay, hey, no problem, we can do this. So they translated like thousands of words, and after we got back the game, we just sent it to a friend just to check again the translation. He was living since ages now in Japan. And the thing what we are not aware is that in Japan there are like 3 different ways how you can talk to people. It's more the kindly way, more the friendly way, and also it's the way how to talk to children. And the agency, what they did was the following: they choose the way how to talk to children actually. So like everybody was using the game was treated like a little child actually. So it was not really the best way to talk to them and convince them to actually make some purchase inside the game. Then beside the tech stuff, for sure, it's important that you take care about the national seasons or the holiday season or national big things beside like Christmas. Like in US, it's Thanksgiving, for example, is important, or in Germany, like, I don't know, Valentine's Day and all this stuff. So that just you keep care about this. So once you've done all this, you have a great game, the people are inside the game, they have the chance to spread the word to everybody who are around there. You have localized and you did all the QA. The main issue is now, okay, hey, visibility. You're competing with 1 million apps out there, actually. So it's, if you just put it live, nothing will probably happen, or we have something. So how you can achieve the visibility actually is the first thing you have to do is think about marketing. Like this is currently something like especially indie developers forget about it. It's like, okay, hey, I have my budget for development, but I should also have a budget for marketing side. You cannot just go out there and believe, okay, hey, visibility I can reach through like my friends and all this stuff. This can work, but in most cases it will not work. So marketing budget is very, very important. We should understand, okay, hey, how much can I spend actually with, for each user? And if I can spend this money, you should just take like a big amount of money for the first bus, just to get as much data as possible. You don't just start with $100 or $500 because this will not help you, because you get just a very small amount of users back there. No, try to really say, okay, hey, take $10,000 for example, and do it, and get as much data as possible. Tracking, yeah, use tracking is very, very, very important. And once this is done, actually, you know, okay, hey, how much, like, is it working? Can I spend the amount of money I actually expected here? And then you will see, okay, hey, the game will grow on the charts, through the charts, and virality will take off, and hopefully we will be successful. If you say, okay, hey, I'm not the marketing guy, I can't do this actually. Another chance is the branding side. I mean, like, this is not the easiest way. But for example, like Softgames started back in 2006, and we had like the situation that we get famous German TV brands at this time, more or less for free. We just did a revenue share with these guys. And so we were able to release Germany's Next Topmodel, for example, or other famous TV shows which are big in Germany. That was like our, let's say, like first boost to get into the market. It was the Java time, so not comparable with this right now, but it helps. Yeah. So if you know somebody who is working somewhere, who has good contacts, now get there, talk to them, try to convince them to say, okay, hey, yeah, that's the way to go. Or like the Fish Labs example, for example, coupled with a marketing agency that can help you to boost, yeah, your brand. Yeah, like your own developer name brand. But the problem actually will be at the end of the day that they will promote the game for you. It will help you to promote your developer name, but it will not help you to promote your own brands actually. So you have to find some kind of way afterwards. Okay, hey, how can I use the bus I just created with creating whatever game for somebody for my own upcoming games? This is not that easy, but it works. As you can see here, I'm here today, and we're living here. Like we are active in the industry since more than 7 years because we got the lucky situation to get a brand actually. Next thing, I said already, reality, yes, but also like PR. PR is like something also, especially indie developers always forget. I just said it here, make great games and talk about it. It's the same like make good things and talk about it. This is pretty important. If you just sit at home and build the games by yourself, nobody will ever care about the stuff. So just start at the very first beginning, okay, hey, what is my target group and where is my target group? And then try to get in touch with these guys at the very first beginning, tell them, okay, hey, here's an upcoming cool game. Send them previews, send them first screenshots and all this stuff. Set up like all the social stuff and things. You know, it's a lot of time actually what it takes, but at the end of the day, it's necessary here. And the last point actually, which is like needed, or what you can do, where you can count on, is this thing. It's just luck. It's just something as a secret sauce nobody knows actually. You can see with Flappy Bird, I was live, yeah, and then launched already in back in June last year, and nobody took care about it. But then after a while, it took off. And if you ask everybody here in the room, you would hear like each time a different story about this. So luck is something, unfortunately, which is more or less, yeah, something which is very prominent right now in the app space. You know, if you see, okay, hey, they are the big ones, the Kings and Supercells and whatever. They just have high marketing spendings, and there sometimes they're popping up indie developers like the Flappy Bird guy, who like had no spending at all. Somehow he got it through virality, through big PR blast, whatever it was, to get into the charts. So the thing is, you know, if you say, okay, hey, it's nothing of this, you know, I'm not the marketing guy, I'm not the, you know, I don't have contacts to any brands in this way, and I just don't want to count on luck, because it's just more like gambling. You know, you can just go into casino and say, okay, hey, everything on the Black 7 or whatever. The thing is, think about an alternative, which is like mobile web. You heard it already like several times here. The mobile web actually is pretty good, because you're facing a very low competition still on the market. I mean, it's taking off Now the small gold rush has even started with HTML5, but this is like a real, the real market is out there. Like there are publishers out there who pay you a lot of money for exclusive license actually, or even if you say, okay, hey, no, I want to sell it like 500 times because I know all the publishers out there, you can even take like a small amount of money for non-exclusive licenses. The good thing is, you can forget about everything which is like free to play. You don't have to think about this complex mechanics. Okay, how can I get the users to get this and here? No, easy games, casual games. These are the dominating games on HTML5 or on the mobile web right now. And as a developer, it takes you maximum 4 weeks probably to build like a really cool HTML5 game. And you can get up several $1,000s for an exclusive license here. It's not big money, but just if you think about, okay, hey, the amount of time I have to invest into to building a complex free-to-play game is more than, let's say, 4, 5, 6 months, and then at the end you have to invest continuously, even if the game is making money or not. This is like a really good opportunity here because you can just concentrate on the next game. You go and go and go and go, and you can just get more and more information about this. So it's all about loving HTML5 games. I found this fancy picture I wanted to show. Here's this guy's guy. So yeah, start really thinking about an alternative. Start to love HTML5 actually, because like the time to step in is right now. If you do this, you will be one of the first succeeders over here. Yeah, as said, it's just right. Just a short summary. If you have any other questions around this, please let me know. I'm very happy to answer your questions also on the native side because we are coming from the native side. Now we switched the whole business from native to HTML5 because we see that there's just like a more opportunity out there, and we don't want to be into the hit-driven business anymore, which is just more or less gambling. Yeah, it can work, but don't have to work. Yeah, this is something which I have to say everybody who's in this area still. Okay, that's from my side. If you have something, I just skip this one, but happy to take the questions.
Thank you so much. Any questions from the audience? Yep.
Hi, thank you for the talk, really good. I like the idea that try to avoid the platform, but going to mobile web, this is a really good idea. But my question is, if I develop a game on the mobile web, then how can I distribute it? Because everyone's thinking about playing mobile games, they will go to App Store, they go to Google Play. I don't know any really web portal so famous can compete with this too. So what is your idea on this? Thank you.
Yeah. This is something, the good thing with HTML5 is basically you can go also to the app stores. It's no problem. You can just wrap it with, PhoneGap or whatever is out there. So you can use let's say the traditional stores as well. But beside this, you have a chance to go to all these Flash gaming portals, for example, who are now all transforming from the desktop to the mobile side. Just an example, we started to relaunch our platform in August. We started with 100K, 1,000 unique users a month, and we grow the platform to 5 million uniques within just 6 months. So you can just see that there is a huge traffic out there, which probably nobody who's just doing now the app space would ever believe in this way. So basically what you can do actually is okay, you can just wrap it, go native as well, and as well just try to find actually the targets, which is like Flash gaming portals who are switching now to HTML5 as well, or ask us.
Though I actually, sorry. Do you have a follow-up question? Oh no.
I know it's good. Thank you.
So the people who's skeptical, who are skeptical about HTML5, it's most of the times what I hear is that the technology wasn't there. From your experience and also coming from native to HTML5, was there any technical aspect of your games that you were not able to do? Or are you waiting for new features to be developed at this point?
No, I'm sure. I would say if you're doing a hardcore game or a mid-core game, which is using a lot of server power, whatever graphics stuff, I would say hey, stay on the app platform because it makes more sense right now. But if it goes to, let's say, like easy casual gaming, which is like 2D runners, for example, or arcade games like Match 3 and stuff, this can be easily done. I mean, like the biggest, let's say, problem everybody says is like the sound. I mean, like even this is solved. You know, we have games on the platform where actually we have like background sound, and you can just click somewhere and you just hear the sound also on top. And it was a big problem before. Yeah, but let's say like 3 or 4 years ago, where the platform was not ready. Specifically, say like, hey, some technical stuff, what helped and the stuff. I'm not the right guy to talk with because I'm just the business guy. But you know, this sound stuff is like everybody has in mind. So yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Alexander. Any other questions?
And yeah, just one other thing which has come to my mind too. If you still get addicted to Flappy Birds, we can find it again in the App Store. We do have it on the platform. It's in HTML5. So
cool.
Go there and play it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for this amazing session. Thanks.
Thank you.